Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our meeting this evening. I want to be the very first person to welcome all of us. Thank you for joining us. We are excited to have you. For the guests who are joining us for the very first time on this call, we want to highly welcome you and promise that this is going to be an exciting session. You're going to learn a lot. So my name is Pieros Cherotich. I'm married to Josphat Kariuki. He will be talking to us later, right here with me. And between us, we have 4 young children between the ages of 12 and 6. Professionally, I'm a teacher. I've been teaching in high school. Mathematics and physics are my subjects. And now I am a retired teacher. I'm sure for those who are seeing me, you are wondering why retired and looking young. But you will know that by the end of this session, you will understand that through the opportunity we are going to share with you, you are going to retire early the way you want. So I'm excited. I got to know about this in the year 2010. Today now it is going to be 11 years come July this year. And I'm so excited because through this journey, I've learned a lot. On the 17th of July, 2010, someone came and shared with us this opportunity in our own house. And we grabbed it very fast because I discovered what they were talking about was aligning with my values. And one of the things I wanted to know most was health, because we know that our health is very, very important. Personally, I had a few health challenges that was posing a lot of danger to my life. And so I did not want to be in the statistic. And so I decided this is where I want to stay. And especially when I heard about the age of the company, by the time I was joining, the company was already 52 years old. So I said I would want to be connected to something that has been there for a long time like that. So I got so excited. And so today we are going to take you through all the 3 aspects of this wonderful opportunity, which we are just about to introduce to you. And we have 2 great speakers coming to us. And I'm so excited to introduce our first speaker. When we were inviting her, we were not sure whether she'll have time because she's always a very busy person. But we want to thank God because she got an opportunity to come and speak to us. And so all the way from South Africa, we have a medical doctor, and I'm so excited that she's going to be the first person. Being a medical doctor, she will tell us why she chose this opportunity and maybe the benefits that she has already gotten. So I don't want to talk much, but I want to go straight to South Africa. I think it is Durban, and invite our guest speaker, that is Dr. Eseza Nambasi. Daktari, if you can hear me, kindly unmute yourself and take it away.
Wow, thank you, everybody. And I can see so many friends logging on. My name is Eseza Nambasi. I'm going to share my screen so that I run the show temporarily. Until the next person comes on. Right, those are my names. Dr. Eseza Nambasi. I graduated quite a while ago. I went to medical school in the 80s. And I had the privilege of seeing this opportunity that I'm going to share my part with you when I was living in East London. And I'm married to Eddie. He is my backbone. That's what I always tease him, he's my backbone, because without him, I wouldn't stand straight. So we have a family. As you can see, these are my children, including a son-in-law. And I've actually got 2 grandchildren. The second was born during the lockdown. So I've hardly met her, but the good news is in about 2 weeks, I will have the pleasure of going down to Cape Town where they live and have time with them all. Right, as I say, I went to medical school a while ago, and in the years since leaving medical school in the 80s, we've seen a lot of disease change. The disease profile has changed dramatically. And as a result, there are more medications that are being used, and there are many more chronic diseases than ever before. But I, through medical school, was disturbed by the fact that what we were being taught was actually not addressing the root cause of the problem. So I went on a search, but I believe that we have a lot of work to do, because this is the status quo as per now. Those of us who are talking lifestyle change are waiting. Meanwhile, the queues lining up for the conventional ways of treatment seem to grow longer and longer. But all of you will agree with me that there is heightened awareness since the end of 2019. I think you all agree with me and have a good idea of what has happened to change that. I think 2020 has changed the way we do life. So I just want to remind you, especially the guests, that, you know, health is very much like money. We never have a true idea of its value until we lose it. And on that one, you're going to have the awesome privilege of hearing how you can make this work for you as regards the money. But my brief is to talk about the health. So, you know, it's a fact that nutrition is a critical determinant of the immune response, and malnutrition is the most common cause of immunodeficiency worldwide. And until people get that, we're going to continue to have a lot of disease. So that little picture shows lots of viruses flying around, and unless you are immunocompetent, regardless of what you do, those viruses will catch you. And because nutrition is the real solution, your diet is important. And now this picture always grabs my attention, because ever since food processing began several years ago, we have seen that the disease profile change, and change not for the better, but for the worse. So we need all to consciously go back to the basics. And there is nothing wrong with the basics. In fact, if we don't grab this opportunity to go back to the basics, especially after 2020, then we will have lost the boat. We would have missed the boat, as it were. So you are what you eat, and the reality is that 75% of all chronic diseases are preventable. Now, I just want to give you a quick lesson, okay? Please permit me, explaining dis-ease. And this actually is something that we were not taught in medical school. We were taught to receive a patient, listen to what that patient is saying, then label whatever it is, we call it a diagnosis, and then get about trying to manage that diagnosis. But let me explain it very quickly, explaining dis-ease. As regards carbohydrate metabolism, its impact is how much energy you can create and how your sugar controls glucose. Now we are seeing a big rise in diabetes as a result of faulty carbohydrate metabolism. Then as regards essential fatty acids, it will determine how your body handles either inflammation or how it can actually come on top of whatever disease condition it is, and it regulates the immune system. We are seeing that faltering. So maybe one should ask, why is there a problem with the essential fatty acids? Are we eating too many junk fats? And I can tell you, yes, we are. Then as regards detoxification capacity, it will determine how well your body can handle the toxins that come in. and the free radicals, so the result of how your cells work, can cause damage. Now, bearing that in mind, just to know what goes on in the muscles and the skeleton, the significance of that is that your bone turnover and how the muscles work can be affected. The nervous system, it can affect your health, your mood, your sleep, and all those functions. Your hormonal systems, it will determine whether you produce enough hormones, enzymes, your sex and stress hormones are affected. And on we go. Fat and protein metabolism, your weight and fat distribution. And those are the problems we are seeing. And now, what are the root causes? All the ones on the left-hand side. And that is what I'm excited about, because every to this opportunity, we are in a very forward-thinking company, and they treat everything not at the superficial level, but at a cellular level. And they go right down into the inside of the cells to manage the problem. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that that is where the root cause of any disease can be found, inside the cells. So these are my big motivation. Neolife, which has been going for over 60 years, actually it will turn 63 years this year, has a scientific advisory board. And that scientific advisory board was founded by this gentleman called Dr. Arthur First. He was a top toxicologist, pharmacologist, and cancer researcher. And he came away from that study, that field, into Neolife towards the end of the 60s, and then pioneered a lot of the nutrition supplements we have today. And his work is now continued by the existing living members of the Scientific Advisory Board. But the ethic, and this is what grabbed my attention, everything that we have as regards nutrition supplements is human natural nutrition. Now, why do I stress that? You know, there is a glut of supplements on the market today. You can just walk into any supermarket or any shop and buy something over the counter. But I want you to understand that over 95%, maybe even up to 99% of nutrition supplements that are being sold out there, that people will tell you are cheaper or are just like what you are spending your money on, most of those are 100% synthetic, which means they've been manufactured in a lab. They are not human natural, and therefore the body will reject them, or worse, they will cause injury and harm in the long run to the body. So introducing our core nutrition, and I won't spend too much time on each item because you will get in-depth information when you become part of the family, and you can actually learn during the training, because it isn't something that you will learn in one sitting. You need to get exposure, and more importantly, you need to use the product yourself. So we have Pro Vitality, which has in it 4 things. Trianen, which is our flagship nutrition supplement, and it is the grain oils that have been processed out of our grain, and modern day diet does not supply those grain oils. And that is why we are seeing so much hormonal and other diseases today. Then of course we have the amino acids in the shakes. We have different types of shakes, but in this picture I'm showing you Neolife Shake, which is the only company that will give you all the 22 amino acids that you need, and they're formulated in the right ratio with carbohydrates, protein, and fats, and vitamins and minerals. So this can be a supplement or a meal substitute. I must tell you, for the years that I've been in the company, I use it for breakfast, and it has kept me strong, young, and energetic. And then, of course, we don't forget the children, because we know that children need adequate supplements, adequate nutrition. And a lot of children are ignored at that level because they don't appear to be sick. And so they lose the advantage of proper growth when they need it most. So we have a children's range. This isn't the whole range, but we do have a children's range that is amazing, and it makes a big difference to their brain development as well as their body development. And then we have cleaning products. So we keep on getting this question: how can a nutrition company have cleaning products? Well, this is my favorite part, because this is exactly why I joined this company. Once upon a time, my children were young. You've seen the picture of them as they were older. But when they were young, I was disturbed as a mother, because they were manifesting all these childhood things like rashes and hay fever and irritations. So I did say that I'm a medical doctor, right? And it was so tempting to treat as I was being advised. Just give them a cream here, an antihistamine there, and everything will be all right. But I declined to do that. I refused. And you might ask why. The reason is that I had had the presence of mind to read the labels and read the side effects of the medications that we so liberally give out, okay? So I chose to go on a quest, and I decided to look for ways to reduce the tox burden in my own home. And at some point, I became so frustrated, I started praying for a solution. And somebody invited me to look at this opportunity, very much like you've been invited if you're a guest, cleaning products. And I got so excited. But as the presentation unfolded, I realized as they were describing them that these were non-toxic, they were highly economical, they were 100% biodegradable, and if I left them lying around, they would never poison my children. And I just told my husband, what? I'm getting started. And then described other things about the nutrition supplements as well, which I might as well mention to you now. They said that these nutrition supplements, if you use them regularly, they're going to increase your body's immune system. And one particular one that I loved was carotenoid complex, which you will learn about with time, which actually increases the body's immune capability by 37% in a short time as 20 days, and helps you to fight your viruses that might arrive, which are part of nature, but help strengthen the body against them. So here's a little lesson in this time, because the brief was that during this era that the world has found itself in, could I talk a little bit about our supplements? Well, I want to tell you that viruses are a thing of nature. They live with us. Until they attack you, they're totally inactive. But then they come and attach to your cell, and then they penetrate the cell. And that is why we've been advised to mask, That's why we've been told to wash our hands. That's why all these measures are being done. But remember my opening statement that you need to have a strong immune system. So if you were to by accident get a little virus into you, your immune system's job is to recognize it and to stop it. And so let us assume that the virus has managed to get in and your immune system has got busy, but it goes in, the virus goes into the cell, it will build other viruses, assemble them and release them. And these will go out and attack other cells. Depending on the strength of your immune system, the process can be stopped at any of these points. But even if they are released, then those new viruses can be inactivated by your immune system. If that doesn't happen, yes, you will get sick and you will get terribly sick. That's why we are seeing varying responses to the various disease conditions. But now let's assume that enough cells damaged by the viruses. It's important to detoxify and to get rid of those dead cells and the damaged cells, because yes, they do get damaged. And so Neolife has a detox program. I know in your market, you have garlic, you have stage 6, you have Beta-Guard. Those are amazing products. And I, as a medical doctor, have been advising people to use these products and they have seen great success. I can give you lots of stories of how successfully they have helped the people, even with a viral infection as is currently going around. So Beta-Guard was the first supplement or preparation by Dr. Arthur First when he came to Neolife to create something that could be an antidote to chemotherapy. And you have to remember, or maybe I didn't mention it, he was one of the pioneers of oral cancer treatment. And so when he came to Neolife, he created Beta-Guard out of food, and it is a very, very powerful detoxifier. So please keep your ears and eyes open, as well as your minds and hearts. That's all that we ask you to do, because lots and lots of people can be helped by what we've got. So who are you looking for? Lots of people are tired of being tired. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired. So when you are looking, just consider who needs Neolife. And I've put it in just 4 categories. The worried well, people who are eager to take responsibility for their health and wellness. And then you have individuals and their families troubled by illness and who are now aware of their need to change in order to get different results. And then, of course, you have people who want to remain or who are youthful, vibrant, and they are proactive and health conscious because they are so clear about the fact that health is their greatest wealth. And then you find some of the people who are genuinely looking for a noble way to make an extra income and to build a legacy. And the amazing thing is you might find this describes some part of everybody on planet Earth, because who wouldn't want to be well and to build a legacy? So we are looking for people to take responsibility, and because you've told them, they are now aware and they are proactive. They're not afraid to change something, and they are well. Looking around, we are now being, we're hearing a lot of news about another wave of the disease. And so we can do something about it to protect each individual. And of course, there is a noble way to make an extra income and to build a legacy. And I'm just so, so excited to share this with you and to have Josphat come on to share how you can make an extra income, and not just an extra income, you can make a lot of money. I want to thank you for being here. I'm going to stop sharing and invite Josphat to take over. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Dr. Nambasi. We are very happy to have had you in our session today. It's long since I saw you face to face, and I'm excited to see you there. And it's also a blessing to everyone in this call, hearing about health from a medical doctor. Of course, it stamps the fact that this is at another level. If you're a medical doctor, then you can easily identify with what your colleague has just shared with us. Those of us who are not, I tell people, for me, I never bother with understanding the product so much, because the researchers and scientists and the doctors like Nambasi have already done it. So mine is to consume, and then I go to the next step of making money. So thank you very much, Dr. for that good job. And now, a big question to our guests. How do you then make a big kill financially out of those products? Before I take it up from there, I want to introduce myself. Kariuki Josphat is my name. Married to Piaros Cherotich, seated with me here. We are blessed with 4 young children. And this opportunity found us when we were both full-time employees. Piaros was a high school teacher with TSC, physics, mathematics. I was personally a full-time lecturer in the university here in Nairobi, Catholic University of Eastern Africa. And one would wonder then, why did we really jump into this opportunity so fast? Because it took us a few minutes to really get on board. The reason why we couldn't let it pass is because, well, Piaros was more interested with the health products. Not that she was sick, but she was a great candidate of diseases and offend her. She was horizontally overblessed. And you know that comes with other challenges. For me, my disease was in the pocket. I couldn't imagine, as learned as I was, with a good job and title, my income could get finished before the month was over, combining our 2 salaries. And that was happening every single month, every year, and we got into the rat race where we could not really achieve much other than paying bills. Our dreams were so big that our former employment could not reach to those dreams. So we wanted an extra income that could support our main income. And that's why we started 11 years ago, come July this year. Needless to say, we've achieved so much, to the extent that at a very young age, we were able to fire our bosses. And I want to show you how you interact with the products and you generate huge income. For those 2 of us who believe that you can gain financial freedom, then I want to show you how that one works. A very simple system, but keep in mind the kind of products that Dr. Nambasi has shown us, because it's a question of now using those products, not becoming a hawker. There's something I really didn't want when I joined this opportunity, was hawking, because I wanted to maintain my professionalism. So how do you use the products and then you are able to make extra income on your way to financial freedom? So I will start right here where Dr. Nambasi has stopped. Financial freedom. And this is what made me to join the opportunity, so I really love it. Financial success. We all want to drive good machines. These are not the days when people would be afraid and associate wealth with evil. We all know that if you can be right with God, then all these other things shall be added unto you, and they will not do you any harm. And one of my dreams was to drive a machine like this one. And today I'm excited, that's a reality. We also want extra income so that we can be stress-free. You know, you don't want to go to a supermarket and you're not so sure of what to pick and what not to pick because you are not sure of your pocket. Then we also want to travel around the world, and we want to live in some, you know, beautiful homes. Now, all these are achievable. And please don't allow your dreams to die. If they are already dead, I want you to revive them. Someone said that the greatest tragedy in life is not even death, but what dies in you while you are alive. And one thing that really dies so easily is our dreams. So this is what we are saying. There are 4 ways of earning income. And please beware, if you are on the left-hand side, then you will be living with lots of limitations. We have employees, people who work very hard, they are not secure, they don't have time. Others are, you know, self-employed, and they only earn income when they are doing the business themselves. But on the right-hand side, we have big business builders and investors. So where are you? Because the left-hand side, we have stress. On the right-hand side, we have a life of abundance. And Neolife becomes a sure vehicle that you can use to cross from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, from employee and self-employee to a big business builder and investor. And fortunately, I'm sharing this from experience. This is what happened to Piers and myself. So you need to partner with the company, not to be employed by the company, to partner with the company. And they give you all the support that you will need, right from importing the products, you know, the storage, online platforms, the products that you need, and everything else. So when you partner with the company, you get all that. And how do you partner with the company? You pay a one-time fee of $89.70, and you get the very first kit here called Provitality. Although there are other provisions, you can start with the detergents, the Midro there Golden Kit, and the TNN Starter Kit, where you pay $73.60, depending on what you would love. And that way you get a kit. This kit contains international license, then you are given literature materials, then the products, depending on which kit you have chosen, and then you are given your own website. As a science person, I can tell you, coming up with your own website is very expensive, but the company does for you. And the products and the kit will be delivered wherever you want in your country. So that's how you partner with the company. And once you start using the products, then now you are able to return your triangle the right side up. Remember what Dr. Nambasi showed us, that you are what you eat. So that's exactly what happens. And now what is your work? Your work is very simple. Instead of buying stuff from the chemists and supermarkets out there, buy from your Neolife shop. And every time you buy anything, you get points. This is amazing. It's just like the bonga points that we get when you go to supermarket. They ask you whether you have their account and they give you some points. But here points means money. End of the month, they will pay you. The second thing that you'll be doing is, let's save the lives of people out there. We share their products with them. Today, we are talking of coronavirus, COVID-19, and with our vitamin C and gelatin zinc, we are able to save so many lives. So please, let's not just hold back when we know that we have the best products on this planet Earth. And we have extremely many testimonies about the impact of these products. So I urge even those who are first timers here, please grab the opportunity and let's help our country to live or to fight this monster. Now, the third one is where those of us who want to make good money, you come in. And by the way, you don't work for money in this opportunity. We just help others and money comes automatically. I will demonstrate that in a few minutes. So when you share the opportunity with friends, you tell them, hey, come, let's show you the opportunity where you can make extra income and you insulate yourself from the current financial hardships. When they join, then the company will also assign you points because they will be joining through you. But if not for you, they wouldn't partner with the company. And then we'll be training you on both the products and the business concept. Now, this is what happens. Once you've joined us, you've bought 1, 2, 3 products, you are called a qualifying distributor with about 100 points, and you are recognized. Here, there is a lot of recognition. You do little and you are recognized highly because the company really appreciates each one of us. Look at this simple demonstration. You have joined, you've partnered with a company, you have bought some few products that you need in your house. And maybe for those few people who have not joined and they want the products, you sell to them and you have 100 points, but you have also shared the opportunity with 4 new people out there. You can do more. I know of a friend here there who has been able to share with more than 10 people in 30 days. So don't restrict yourself to only 4. The more the number, the bigger the size of your business. And let me mention this. The reason why you are paid when you build this kind of a network is because the 4 people there surrounding you, they wouldn't be buying the products from the company if you never brought them on board. So the money the company is making, you are able to also share part of it. So as a beginning there, you start earning something small. This is where also some of us started. You are called a manager and you're earning around 2,500 Kenya shillings in US dollars. We have 25 there and you are recognized as a manager. Now, of course, the 4 will also bring their friends. They're building their business. They become managers. And when they become managers, you are called a senior manager, earning up to 25,000 Kenya shillings or 250 US dollars. And you are given a recognition pin written senior manager. Now, the 4 will also rise up to senior manager. You're also bringing others who are managers and others are distributors. You are excited to change lives. And then you are called a director. As a director, you earn 90,000 Kenya shillings, around 900 US dollars. And I'm so excited to say this, that every single month, we have been having people step up to director. Last month, we had 4 of them becoming directors. So, and it gives me a lot of joy when I see people joining today and we walk the journey together, and in 4 months from now, or 3 months from now, or even a year, depending on your speed, you are a director earning about 90,000. It's really, really exciting. And then you are given a pin, written director, and there are many other benefits that follow, including dinners in these 5-star hotels, and so on and so forth. So this is the ladder that you go through in a summary form. I've taken you up to director, but life starts being extremely exciting when you help other people in your team to also become directors. You help one person to be a director, you're called a sapphire director, earning a 6-figure income. You help 3 of them to be directors and you're earning 200,000 Kenya shillings per month, plus. And when you have helped 6 of them, and this is where I want each one of us to focus getting to, ultimately, you are called a president team member earning 500,000 Kenya shillings or 5,000 US dollars every single month. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited to share this with us, that on 17th of July, 2010, just the other day, I was shown this opportunity. I never asked why I should join. Instead, I asked, why not? I had not done any kind of business. but I believed in myself and I said, they have promised to mentor me, I will do it. And we started with the PROs. In a span of 7 months, PROs and resigned from TSC because we were already sapphire directors, earning more than 3 times what she was being paid. And then we were taken in the best hotels in our country, you know, Windsor Golf and Country Club. And then we found ourselves in Cape Town, free of charge, everything paid by the company. Life became very different. And in 2 years' time, we were already earning over 200,000. To cut the long story short, it took us only 2 years, 11 months to get to president team member. And true to it, the company will always keep their word. They never paid us less than 500,000 Kenya shillings from 2013 June. And I'm sharing this with us just to encourage you that it doesn't matter where you are right now. If you decide that you want to change your life, there is nothing that can hold you back. Today, we are so happy that we have people who are coming up to become president team members. You could be here for the very first time and you believe in yourself, you believe in what we have shared with you, and you get started, and in a few years' time, we will be celebrating you as a brand new president team member. It's not a place for a few people. It's for the few who choose that they want to achieve greatness in life. And while you're enjoying that kind of income, you can also enjoy lifestyle and traveling. Now you can understand, even before I close by showing you the lifestyle and traveling, you can understand why we were able to fire our bosses. Now, I remember by the time I was firing my boss, Catholic University of Eastern Africa, the income they were paying me in a whole 1 year, I was making it in only 1 month from my Neolife business. Now, during this Corona period, PROs will tell you that we have doubled our income. Our business has grown double while we are providing what the world needs. So I welcome you in a big way. Wow, look at that machine. If you are a man in the call, you know what we are talking about here. We don't love driving cars, we love driving machines, and this is very possible. When we came in, we didn't have even a bicycle. So don't think that we started from a very good position. No, we were struggling like any other person. But God is faithful that when you open up your mind to an opportunity, as Dr. Nambasi has said, that you'll achieve what ordinary people will not achieve. And we are also happy that we've been many times recognized as the team #1 in your life because we mentor you closely. So many people take steps to the top, and that's how we've been able to be recognized as top performers. You can see that in Atlantis, again, recognized as #1, you know, and lifestyle starts from when you become a director. All these were directors enjoying lifestyle with us. You become a sapphire director and you are taken to a Windsor Golf and Country Club and so on and so forth. Let me share a flash because of someone who is scratching the screen. There we go. So you become a Ruby director and you go saying hi to Dr. Nambasi in South Africa during our Ruby orientation in a Gold Cotton Hotel. That was Cape Town, Zambia, Victoria Falls rather, in 2012. Then Grand Hyatt in Dubai, the best places in the world. We went to climb to the top of the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa, with the founder and CEO. We went to Dubai, John, just an island in the Indian Ocean. I'm just showing you the kind of life that awaits you. These are our leaders that we brought the other day and they qualified to travel with us to Cape Town. Then we went to Abu Dhabi. You can see that Abu Dhabi Golf Club there for our welcoming dinner. Then Ferrari World, the things that we used to just hear of, now you enjoy. Things that eyes have not seen. You'll see them while you are here on earth before you go to heaven. Seeing the biggest mosque in the world and being treated in 7-star hotels. This is amazing. That's when you realize that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Young and old, we went to Mauritius. And recently we were in Mexico, Los Cabos. All these are presidents, by the way. What does that tell you? That anyone can become a president. It's not just one person or two. And then we went to Abu Dhabi again, even with my biological father. You know, I can see some of our leaders there, Florence Okechendorao, and the company will always appreciate you. I know this is very appetizing. Yes, it will happen to you. They surprised us when we were coming back before Corona came in, and they gave us $615,000 as a token of appreciation in addition to our monthly income. So in closing, this is what we are saying, that everyone starts from the ground level there. And you keep climbing, before you know it, you are up there. But the starting point is where you decide, hey, enough is enough. Let me pay the little money that I need to pay for my license and the starting products and all that. And it's only $73.60 for those who want to start with, you know, the Trianem kit or Golden kit, or $89.70 for those who want to start with the Provitality. So please note the pay bill number there, 985650 for those who are in Kenya, and the account number, you put your national ID, and then you put the amount, and then you forward that message to the person who invited you here, and they will help you to process your kit. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we wanted to share with you. But remember, the determinant is the person listening to me, you yourself. Every time we share this opportunity, there are those who grab it at once and they change their lives for good. But there are some who are overtaken by fear of the unknown. They fear that they might not get customers, they might not get people to join, they might not be able to succeed. And if you knew that you are the best for this opportunity, and that whatever you are fearing is exactly what was to make you super successful, then you would jump in and you understand the whole thing when you are already benefiting. So most welcome. We love you so much. We want to stop at this, and we want to say thank you so much for finding time to be here with us. And we look forward to giving you perfect mentorship. Come as you are, and we'll help you to get to the top. Thank you so much. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of the evening and the weekend, and see you at the top. Thank you so much. God bless you.